Hey there everyone, how's it going? My name is Charlie and today I've got another story time because the last couple have been quite well received. So today I'm going to be talking about that thing that happened in Spain. So despite the name, it's actually clean, don't worry. And it's just, after the Italian trip went so badly but the video went so well, I decided I've been on another school trip to Spain. There were still bad things about that. Let's make a video on that one. So that's what I'm doing. Today I am talking about my Spanish trip to Cantabria with school. So let's start right at the beginning, when we had to arrive at school at 3:30 in the morning. Now this was either a Wednesday or a Thursday, and most people had school that day. So my parents and my brother were up at 3:30, despite them actually having to do a full day of school or work. My brother doing the school bit and my parents doing the work, obviously. So, you know, that was a bit weird for them. Well, I'm sure it wasn't weird, I'm sure it was just annoying. Having to wake up so early and then have to still do a full day. I'm sure they didn't get much sleep afterwards anyway. But it was probably even worse on our side because we then had a 2.5 hour bus journey down to Heathrow. Now, I won't say where my school is, but let's just say the first little bit was country roads because I live in the countryside. So, you know, it was a long journey, 3:30 in the morning, nobody could sleep. There was probably, out of 50 of us that went, there were probably maybe 2 people that actually managed to sleep. And even then, it probably wasn't very good because we were on a noisy bus. So we thought, okay, bus journey, bad, but gotta do it. We arrived at Heathrow Terminal 3, I think. 3 or 5. Anyway, despite that, when we arrived, we all got off the bus, and our teacher specifically said, make sure to leave nothing on the bus. We all get off the bus, none of us have left anything. We go inside, the bus pulls away, and my teacher's like, oh my god, the passports are on the bus, because we had to hand in our passports so that it was in safe hands. She left them on the bus. The bus was 15 minutes away when she realised this. Yeah. We were waiting in the thing because suddenly the traffic picked up for nearly an hour, just stood there in the way of everyone. Now the staff were very good and they kind of moved us into a separate bit so that we could all get out the way of the other passengers. But yeah, we were there for an hour waiting for this bus that had already gone 15 minutes away to find a convenient place to turn around and come back. Then we got our passport. So once we got our passports, we just checked in, we went through security. Some people left like a water bottle in their bag, like for God's sake. Honestly, you don't leave liquids in your bags. It's just, it's common sense. But we got through security eventually, and then we had about an hour still. Somehow we still had an hour to spare in like the commercially bit of the airport. So we went off, we had a look around. We still didn't have breakfast at that point, so some of us went and got like croissants and stuff. And then the people that I was with, I was with some really good friends on this trip because I had some really good friends that were doing Spanish, and one of them has actually been on the channel multiple times. I think actually both people have been, but a while back. So we kind of went off, got some stuff, and then we went back. We were about to sit down and we were like, should we go to WH Smith's? So we went there, I think we grabbed like a packet of something or other, and then we were in the queue and they had fidget spinners, because fidget spinners were a thing. Because this was 2017. Fidget spinners were a thing. So, me being me, I bought 3. It gets worse, don't worry. I bought 3. No, I bought 2 at the airport. I bought 2 at the airport. One was like just a normal one, and one was like it was a speaker and it had flashy lights. Yeah, I bought 2. We did that. We then sat down and, oh, by the way, the gate is the furthest one away. Fantastic. So we all started walking down there. We got there and then we had to distribute passports. In fact, no, we may have had, no, we distributed them at the gate because we're that kind of school. We're that annoying bunch. And we go through. It's fine. we all sit down in different seats because our school was allocated seats through from, yeah. So we'd all just kind of sat down in friendship groups and stuff. And then we had flight attendants come along and say, oh, by the way, you're meant to be in your designated seats. And we were like, what do you mean? We've just been told to sit down. So then we were all looking at our tickets and we'd all been in completely different places, which was fun. So we all had to go and move seats. We probably delayed that flight by like 10 minutes. In all seriousness, we probably delayed that flight. Pretty sure we did. And I know we're those people. So by the time we took off, it was all fine. The flight was fine. We were with British Airways. I know, school doing a British Airways. Who would have thought? And we landed into Bilbao Airport. Doesn't sound right. Might be though. Yeah, I think it is. And we landed there. It was all fine. Then the bus that was meant to be picking us up was late by about an hour again, maybe an hour and a half. We were sat in that airport for a long time. It was realistically the only hot day, and we were stuck inside the airport terminal. Fantastic. Brilliant. But eventually it turned up, we got on the bus, it was another hour and a half coach journey to the hotel. We arrived at the hotel and then we were kind of distributing who's going to be in whose room. This is where another, because we were in, at the time, year 10, we were the oldest people on the trip. We had to take responsibility for people that maybe couldn't for themselves as much. There was one specific person in our room that we had to look out for and stuff, which, you know, it's not an educational trip. It was like more of a holiday trip, and we had to basically act as carers, which really annoyed me. There were more than enough rooms, and we were crammed into a room with 5 of us. Again, just like the Italy trip, and we had to act as carers, which sucked. It really did. It was bad. And there are a few stories involving that person, which I can't go into because it was just problem after problem with that person. It did ruin it. Truly. Yeah. This time there was no changing rooms like there were on the Italy trip. And that really annoyed me, and it kind of ruined the trip a bit, if I'm honest. But yeah, there were just countless problems, and then that same person, I will go into this one, he flooded the shower somehow. Don't know how he did it, but there was water suddenly. We all took showers in the morning, and then when he was in there, obviously the doors were locked and everything, we're not going to look at anyone, are we? And suddenly this water starts coming through the crevices, actually through the wall, and we were like, Jesus, not good. And yeah, he flooded it. Yeah. Seriously. So, yeah, that's probably the worst part about that entire trip. That, and I bought about 7 fidget spinners in total. There was one other particular thing that happened. We went hiking one day, and this is all in the video that I made back when I actually went on the trip. There is a video saying Canterbury, Spain 2017, because that's where we went and that's the year that we went. And there's a video of that where, you know, it's just more of a montage of what we did and stuff. And we went up there, we were told that, oh, it's going to be cold, so wear trousers and everything, because we were walking around in t-shirts and shorts and stuff. And we were told, oh yeah, walk in trousers and stuff if you've got them, and of course we all had them. So everyone, bar potentially 2 people, wore trousers. So we were told, oh, it's going to be cold, it's going to rain, and we all kind of just believed that because it was raining where we were staying most of the time, or it was just really cloudy and misty and cold, which is weird to say about Spain. It was cold. admittedly we had the Atlantic or whatever. Yeah. We were told to wear trousers because it's going to be cold. We start going on this bus journey. It takes like 2 hours. Maybe 2.5. It was the longest bus journey. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep for some of it, but there were some good shots from it actually, because the roads were actually quite scenic. But we as the thing went on, the weather started getting clearer and the heat started getting more intense. You could feel it through the windows and everything. So we were all getting concerned, and then the teacher went, "Oh look, that's what we're going up today." And it was this mountain, a bit of snow right up at the very top. We would go up probably about midway, and it was really, really sunny. So we were like, okay, there's snow up there, but it's okay. We all got off the bus at the place where we're going to catch the steepest friggin' whatever it's called, gondola, up to the top, and it was very hot, very hot. So we were like, oh, good day to wear trousers. Don't worry, it's going to be colder when we get up there. No. We got up there, it's hotter than it was way down below. Hotter, and we were all wearing trousers. And we were walking all day. Yeah. There was not a cold patch. It was just so goddamn hot. And there's going to be, I know there's going to be one person that is watching this that's on the trip. So, you know that this was bad. It was bad. So we were kind of like, oh my god, you told us all to wear these and now we're boiling hot, everyone's getting annoyed, and it just wasn't good. We were walking for like 5 hours probably, there and back and stops and stuff, and it was boiling. We were all like, this is the one day we should have worn shorts, because it's not raining, and yeah, that was tragic. But I digress. And then basically the rest of the trip went pretty smoothly. So yeah guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.